T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people! Welcome back. It's Kop-ish Katch. What we saying? Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome to another Kop-ish Katch. Apologies for the delay. I know a lot of people was in the chat for around maybe even 15 to 20 minutes. Apologies, guys. I was in a meeting, kept thinking the meeting was going to finish, and it just finished just now. So apologies, but I appreciate you all hanging around. Yeah. Oh, man, this is mad. The amount of arguments we've had about certain things along the time, yeah? The amount of conversations we've had along the way. And I told the boys, I said to them, look, I'm going to throw shade. And they were like, we expect nothing less. Obviously, when we're here as a group, we'll have a discussion about it. I'm sure we will. But this is certain man's GOAT. And it's not to say that I don't rate the man. Of course I rate the man. He's done an absolutely superb job at Liverpool. But this is certain man's GOAT. And I was told the sentimentality of the club, the holding on to people, all of this. I was told all of this was Klopp's fault. This is what I was told. Yeah? But Klopp ain't here no more. So I just want to know how this is going to be spun. I just want to know how this is going to be spun. Big up, Dave. Adrian has been offered a new contract at Liverpool. We asked the question, why was Adrian not one of the people that came out on Klopp's leaving do? Enough people. Maybe some people don't even know, like backroom staff and things like that, coaches and all that stuff, people we don't see regular. Everybody came out. Everybody got their praise. Everybody got their applause, rightly so. Everybody was seen off in the right way. Obviously, Matic, Thiago. And we all said, "Rah, where's Adrian?" And then rumors started, "Rah, I bet he's staying." Klopp ain't here no more. Klopp ain't here no more. So, since Klopp isn't here, whose fault is this? Now, what I do want to say is forget pointing fingers for a minute, because I'm not even here to point fingers. I'm just here to talk about this. I'm consistent, and you lot will know I actually don't have a problem with Adrian being third choice. I get everybody who does. I 100% get everybody who does have a problem with this. I'm in that. I'm totally in agreement with you to a degree. Absolutely have no issue with anyone who takes issue with this. But I've been the one on the channel that said his wages is incredible for what he does, but it's very difficult to get a third choice goalkeeper that you actually rate. That's the reason they're a third choice goalkeeper. And I think he makes a good third choice goalkeeper. I also believe that he has a very good kind of charismatic personality that probably helps a lot in the changing room. I've gone on record and said all of this. So I'm going to remain consistent within that. And you guys, your regular people in our community, they know I've said this. So this isn't even necessarily about it being that he stays, even though I think it's absolutely ludicrous for your third choice goalkeeper to make 60 grand a week and never play one game. I get, a third choice goalkeeper is almost like insurance. You pay it and you hope you never have to use it. So I guess that's the logic. I've spent thousands of pounds. It actually makes me feel sick to my stomach when you think about how much money you've spent on insurance across your life. But I'm also unbelievably grateful that I haven't had to use it, and I hope I never have to use it. So I'm using that same logic. But I just want to know. Yes, Jamie, of course, bro. I'll sort that out for you in a second, brother. Make sure you lot go and join in Jamie's stream afterwards, people, and make sure you go and subscribe to our brother Jamie as well, peeps. Yeah, we just have to talk about why it's happening. And I was told all of these things happen because of Klopp, because Klopp's too sentimental, because he's not ruthless enough, yada, 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 yada. That is what I was told. So now this is you lot's goat, which has kept him. This is you lot's goat. And if it ain't you lot's goat, the first thing that Hughes has done as Liverpool's director of football is to sign Adrian. Because remember, when you do a contract extension, or you're offered a new contract because you're out of contract, because on June the 1st, his contract finished with Liverpool, right? So this is he's actually a free agent at the moment. So this is actually a signing. So that means that Richard Hughes' first signing for Liverpool is Adrian. So it's either that or it's you lot's goat. One man should not have that power. Kanye said it. And again, I think Edwards has been sensational at Liverpool. But I still question the man who demands that much power, and that's the only way he's coming back. That's the only thing that is like, raw. He wants that much power to come back, yeah? That's a lot of power he's asking for there. Now look. So, people, what we saying? What we saying? What we saying? And I started this one because bring up Emil. I wish it was the real Emil, but big up. Unless you are. If so, well, go on. If Klopp was still here, we would say this had him written all over it. But this is the first sign these men make, and it's very similar to what Klopp used to do that he used to get blamed for. I think Klopp used to take the stick, and this is where I'll agree that Klopp and Wenger were quite similar. I believe there's bare shit that Klopp just took the bullet for because as the manager, he felt it was his duty or because of his loyalty or whatever it was. He tried to give us the subliminals. And again, this isn't even me saying even what I'm saying is a fact about that stuff. That is still just an opinion. I'm not, ignorant enough to be like, whoop, that's all I needed. Bang, but there's all the proof. It's definitely da-da-da. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am doing is I'm putting 2 and 2 together and hoping that 4 is the right answer, because Klopp, in my opinion, gave us subliminals along the way, but then still took all of the bullets. Look, how are we feeling about this one? Adrian, and he's going to accept it. 60 grand. I mean, here's the thing. We don't know the terms of the contract. It could be a lot less wages. I would hope it's a lot less wages because we need to be able to put those wages to players who we actually are going to play regularly. 60 grand a week for a 39-year-old goalkeeper. Is he 39? I'm sure he's 39. Let me just check because I don't want to be giving out false information. 37. He's 37. And I know goalkeepers can go on a bit longer, but even for a goalkeeper, 37 is still getting on. So for a 37-year-old, he cannot be on 60 grand a week still. He can't. So I really hope that's a reduced wage. If it's a raise, Jesus. But yeah, I'm. And again, like I said, I don't actually have that much of. I mean, the thing I think I understand the most about why people are annoyed at this is because of the homegrown situation. Shout out Cal, who obviously made sure that we did realize it was serious and he wasn't just saying it for the sake of it. The homegrown rule is a real thing and we do need to pay attention to it. Could you not utilize that situation, though, by having a goalkeeper who is homegrown as your third choice so that you're not taking up one of the spots in the team? And then you can't, because remember, you only allow 17 players in your playing squad to be non-homegrown. And having a non-homegrown third choice goalkeeper is taking up a spot that could be filled by a player who will actually get a lot more game time. That is a really stupid decision. And that part is exactly the reason why I totally understand why people have got a problem with it. His ability, though, I get it. You're not going to get much better third choice goalkeeper. So it goes both ways. It goes both ways. I'm not angry at the fact that he's still here. I'm just confused. I think that's more of what it is. I'm more confused about the situation. But yeah, we're here now. Flipping out. Liverpool's the only team in his entire career to give him a new contract as well, which is mad. Do you know what? Big up Black Prince. This is a very valid point as well, which brings me on to the next thing I want to talk about. Hold on a minute. You have not scored any points here. How do we know the second goalkeeper will be homegrown? Okay, so your angle that you're coming at, obviously I saw it in a small print, is that you believe that, and I'm not even here to score points. When did I say I was here to score points? I'm here to point out the hypocrisy of the people who have always bust their shots after Klopp. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here trying to point game. That's never the point. The point is to just solidify something that maybe people disagreed with. It's not point scoring. I was always told it was Klopp. Klopp's not here anymore, so now explain it to me. That's what we're here for. I just want an explanation. I'm confused. But Kelleher probably is going to go, guys. 20 to 25 million is what we're being told that he will go for. That Liverpool will be willing to accept. Because he, you know, I think the club's going to respect his wishes that he wants to go, which again I do understand. But I'm devastated by it because Kelleher is an absolutely brilliant goalkeeper, and I don't think you can ask for a better number two. I genuinely don't think you could ask for a better number two than Kelleher. And if Kelleher goes, for real, Adrian could have to play unless we, you know, because you can't just go and get anybody. Your second goalkeeper has to actually be a good decision because that goalkeeper might play. So while we're trying to figure that out, Adrian could possibly get game time. Who knows? But is this the reason why they're keeping Adrian? Because they don't want to have to replace two goalkeepers in the same summer. We do have, you know, could it be too much change at once when we, you know, the manager change is crazy enough? Matip going, Thiago going. You know, if Adrian goes, they see it as right. There's a lot of change all at once. Let's try and limit as much change as possible. Could that be a way of looking at it? That is a logical way to look at it. That is a sensible way to look at it. Whether you disagree with Adrian staying at Liverpool or not, that is a sensible way to look at it. I don't know. I like. There's so many angles you can look at it. I'm just, like I said, just curious as to why. Because if Klopp was here, everybody would be. This is what I'm saying about Klopp. He's too sentimental. He's not ruthless. This is why he's not a winner. This is what I would be hearing. So, you know, shots fired, eh? It's hot out there. Need to get in the shade, you know. But no, all jokes aside, Kelleher is probably going to be leaving, guys, because I don't think we'll have any shortage of people that are willing to pay £20 million for a goalkeeper who not only we know was good, but now after playing a considerable amount of games the season just gone, everybody else now knows he's that good as well. So I have absolutely no qualms and full worry that Kelleher will get plenty offers and we will cash in on him. And how crazy is that? Adrian is still going to be at the club after people like Kelleher, Thiago, Matip, Naby, Ox, Milner, Henderson, Flacco, all gone, and Adrian's still here. Bobby, Sadio, Ratted, and Adrian is still here. Mad thing. Ride Shotgun, big up yourself, bro. 28 months a member, legend. Says context drift. Kelleher is going. Why let Adrian go? Okay, so yeah, so you're kind of going along the lines of what I was just saying, that could be one of the possibilities. Too much change all at once, so they're thinking, nah, let's keep Adrian, and then we only have to look for one goalkeeper rather than having to look for two goalkeepers. I mean, technically, they could say to Kelleher, I beg you stay for one more year. But again, you don't want to keep a player around who actually doesn't want to go, doesn't want to be here, sorry. Yeah, do you know what, Zane? I was going to touch on this as well. Thank you for reminding me, bro. I don't know if anybody saw the picture today that Adrian, Matip, and Jota, they now have, you know, one of their UEFA licenses. Could this mean that Adrian is actually going to go into some kind of coaching capacity, being that, you know, we're looking for a goalkeeper coach. Remember, we have the guy, his name escapes me at the moment. Apologies. That the FSG have brought in under the new hierarchy, and his first job is to find a goalkeeper coach. Adrian is teaching him, he's learning how to be a goalkeeper coach. Could there be could that be something to do with it? Possibly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. None of us know. We don't even know what our manager sounds like yet, Tarati. I mean, obviously we do because we can go and watch him talking at final, but you get my point. Or you catch my drift, pun intended. Yeah, we don't know anything at the moment. We don't know anything. We don't know anything at the moment. But yeah, we'll see. A lot will be determined, a lot will be revealed, and a lot will be understood within the next few months, I reckon. But yeah, we will see. So Adrian, people, he's been offered a new contract, and I don't see why he would reject that. So it does look like Adrian is staying at Liverpool. While we're talking about people leaving, big up Dave. OC again on this one. Liverpool have announced the 5 players that are officially leaving the club this summer. I'm going to be honest with you, look. I don't know too much about Freundorf. Adam Lewis, I think we've seen him once or twice. He looks talented, but again, I don't know too much about him. But Musalowski, now it's a shame that Cal ain't here for this one because I mean I've spoken to him obviously, and he is heartbroken over this. We were so baffled as to why he wasn't getting any game time, and then he finally got game time. And that one appearance was all. That was all. And now, obviously, because his contract has run out, he leaves. Now, I don't really know. I don't know what's going on there, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm gonna hope it's because he was like in the Billy the Kid category of like, not that he wasn't a good player, but it was a lot of PR, and he was never actually quite good enough. Because common sense is telling me, what other reason would there be why he wouldn't have been given game time when a lot of other players have been given game time? And why is he leaving? It could be down to him. He could have been offered a contract and didn't want it. But why did he fall out with the club? Why does it? I don't know. This one is really gonna be a bit confusing unless we're given answers. So yeah, but these 5 are leaving the club. I'm guessing for free. I'm guessing they're all going for free because there would obviously have been a fee attached to any of them. So yeah. What are we thinking, people? Musalowski is going after only being given 10 minutes, was it? 15 minutes, I think. That's all we've seen. That's all we've seen of him. So, yeah, they did. They called him the Polish Messi. I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, it is always sad to see people leaving. If you think they're leaving ahead of their time. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I'm still upset Thiago's going. Again, I totally understand it, but it still upsets me. He's one of the GOATs of football, and I just hate the way it happened. I never got to truly, live in the moment of him being a Liverpool player, but I'm still proud that he wore the shirt, that he wore the badge. It was an honor to call Thiago Alcantara a Liverpool player for as little time as we got to. And yeah, I hope he goes on to greater things in his life. Okay. Inglethorpe did an interview. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out now, though. Big up. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is... Bear with me 1 second. Oh, no, sorry. Hold on a minute. Sorry. Wrong one. Hold on. Bear with me. Wasn't meant to put that up. Sorry. Hold on. Where are we? The fuck is that? Oh man, them pussies. Anyway, no, all jokes aside, this is what I really want to talk to you lot about. Right. So guys, key dates for the upcoming season as Liverpool prepare to discover their Premier League fixture list for the 2024-25 list later this month. Read our guide to the key details ahead of the new season. So basically, guys, it's just a few key dates. I mean, it's not information that like is critical for you to know, but I just thought I'd run through it while I'm doing the daily show. It will be released on the 18th of June, which will be a Tuesday, and that will be, you know, the fixture list, who will be playing on the first game of the season, etc., etc. But then obviously, you know, key dates are, so obviously the first game of the season will be the 17th of August. That's pretty much normal. I think for the majority of my life that I can remember, the 17th of August, because it's actually my friend's birthday, and that was what was so easy to make it remember, that one of my friend's birthdays is on the 17th, and we always knew that when his birthday came around, it meant the season was starting. So that's pretty normal. Final day of the season is scheduled to be Sunday, May the 25th. That's pretty normal as well. That kind of, you know, obviously things have been moved around recently with, you know, when we had the lockdown and there was all that kind of madness, and it shifted other things and moved other things around. But I think generally speaking, around about May the 25th, May the 20th, somewhere in and around there is like a very normal time for the season to end usually. So I don't think there's anything too different there really on that one as well. The transfer window is the 14th of June, it says here, when it will open officially, and then it closes on August the 30th. That one's a little bit different. Because normally it'll be September the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd or somewhere around there maybe. August the 30th, I don't remember too many times when the window's actually closed in August. So that one is a little bit different, I guess. And it's not midnight, it's 11, which recently has kind of been 11, though, isn't it? No, normally it'll be midnight. And then the winter transfer opens on January the 1st as normal, but this one closes on February the 3rd. And it's normally January the 31st, if I'm not mistaken, roughly. I don't know if I've ever seen it go over. So I guess they're taking away a few days from here, maybe adding them there, maybe. The Champions League campaign, the draw for the group stages will be on Thursday, August the 29th. And then the first match day is on September the 17th to the 19th. So obviously depending on what you know, what your seeding is and all that kind of stuff, I'm guessing makes the difference of the days. And then obviously there's the list that runs through. Here's the crazy part, guys. Here's the crazy part though. And this is obviously with it being a league fixture now. And this is what I wanted to know. Are they going to cram? Are they going to be cramming in the what do you call it? Are they going to be cramming in the extra games before Christmas? But here we have our answer, because remember, it would always end before Christmas when it was a group stage of the Champions League. But this one is now going to be rolling into January, guys. So the two January games, the two extra games, are now going to be in January. So instead of it being 6 games, it's now 8 games. And now it's going to be running until January. So that's actually very interesting that will be happening. And then the knockout round for the playoffs, which, if you know how the scheduling of the new Champions League works, to my understanding, is there's a group of people who go through automatically, which is, I think, 8. And then I think there's 8 who go into a playoff, from my understanding. And that playoff will now be played February the 11th and the 12th, and then 18, 19, because obviously it'll be a 2-legged playoff. And then obviously the winners of that, actually, no, what would it be? Like, it'd probably be the 16 teams under the 8, right? Because then they'll be battling it out to see who the 8 are, to go through with the 8 to make the 16. So yeah, so it must be 16 teams go into that playoff, not 8 teams. Apologies, because if it was 8 teams, they'd just go straight through. So yeah, so it must be that. And then the round of 16 matches after obviously that qualification take place in March. I'm not gonna lie, that's quite late if I'm not mistaken. Does the Champions League not normally come back in February, or is it March? Maybe it is March. I'm just not being in the Champions League this year might have made me forget, but yeah, so that'll be back on March, and then obviously it seems pretty much similar with regards to like, you know, the rundown on the way. And then the final is going to be on the 31st of May, and it will be at the Bayern Allianz Arena. The FA Cup will take place. Sorry, the final will take place on the 17th. So the final is actually going to take place before the season finishes this season coming up, which is a little bit strange. I know it has happened in the past. Happened to us the year when we were trying to win the quadruple. Usually, though, the FA Cup is the season closer. It's the last game of the season, unless you make the Champions League final, obviously. So that one's a bit interesting. And because we're the current holders of the Carabao Cup, we go into round 3 of that competition. And the semi-final is remaining 2-legged. Remember, there was talk about whether they were going to get rid of the 2-legged semi-final and only make it 1 leg. But no, they are keeping it at that. And obviously, it's saying that it's confirmed that the competition will begin in the middle of August. So pretty much, I'm guessing, around about the time that the season starts, I guess, like round 1 and 2 of the League Cup, I'm guessing that they're talking about. So there you have it, people. It's been Kop-ish Katch. What we thinking? I mean, those dates are kind of a bit similar to what we usually see. A few differences there. But Adrian's staying, Musilowski's leaving, and always good in the world of Manchester City, who, you know, suing the Premier League, apparently. Let's see how that one turns out. Raul, am I buying the new kit? I want it. Saying, I wanted this year's kit. I just can't bring myself to pay £125 for a kit, bro, if I'm being honest with you. Like, what I normally do, and I know this is a bit weird maybe to some people, I like to wait until the end of the season and then buy the current season's kit when it goes down. And even though it's weird, I don't get to have it for the season we're actually wearing it. At least I get to have it. And then it's memorabilia. But even this year, like the cheapest I've been able to find the kit that isn't sold out, because now if it sells out, that's it. Cheapest I've been able to find this season's kit is £90. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not paying £90 for this season's kit when the season's over now. Even that is ludicrous. Like, how can you be still charging me £90 for a kit that is now redundant in the real world? It may not be redundant to the people who own it, because we hold a different value to the kits as fans. But to the retailer, it's old stock now. You still want £90? That's crazy to me. That's like knowing a donut has gone off and still trying to charge me the price for the people who were buying it who got to eat it. I don't know. But yeah, this kit thing is just getting out of hand, man. I wish I could have every kit. I honestly wish I could have every kit, but it's just too expensive, man. I can't justify it to myself, to my pocket, to my own personal life. Like, I'm spending how much on the top? I don't even spend £120 on like most garments. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking occasionally trainers and occasionally a jacket, like a coat, a winter coat. Other than that, I wait till things go in the sale. Like, I don't even, it's just smarter that way. Like, as you get older, you learn that patience is a virtue, and paying something for, you know, paying like full price for something that you can wait for, it's not, you know, it's not within your best interest for your pocket. Unless you're a baller, which I'm not. So, but yeah, the kits are too expensive, man. the kits are just too expensive. Like I don't get it. And I want it. I do. I think the new kit's nice. I want all the kits from the season just gone. I think the purple, the green, and the red kit from last season were all nice. I think collectively it might be the best triple combo that we've had for a very long time, where all three of the kits I liked and I didn't have an issue with any of them. I'd love to have all of them. How much would that cost me? So, yeah, the kit thing's a bit mad. But I do like the new kit. I do. And again, this is, you know, big up Steve who said this yesterday when I jumped on the Big Six extra yesterday. Big up everyone who tuned into that. He made a good point. The FFP thing now is the reason why the clubs are being greedy like this, because they've got to make as much money as they can. Do you know what I mean? I do get it from a club point of view. Like now the FFP is so stringent, it's such a thing. They can't make kits cheaper, I guess, because they're trying to milk as much money out of us as the fans to supplement the money that they need to put back into the club. So we're losing out because of FFP to a degree. So even though I'm angry at the prices and the club for setting them prices, again, logically, you have to actually have a little bit of understanding as to why in that regard. Do you get what I mean? Like, yeah. Naldo, remember that? I remember that. Ali, I think that this is one of the best kits we've ever had. I adore that kit with the little bits of the pink attached to it as well. Look, without question, one of my favorite kits of all time. I love that kit. The black checkered night kit. Love that kit. I think that kit it's got to be in my top 3. Definitely in my top 5. I really love that kit. That kit is so nice. Actually, where is that top? Because I've got that kit. I made sure I had that kit. It's got to be somewhere. But yeah, there you have it, people. Big up your damn selves each and every time. Love as always. Again, apologies for the late start. But yeah, Adrian staying because he ain't going to reject that contract. And Musalowski leaving. We will be back tonight, guys. It will probably be 9 o'clock. Stay tuned to the channel for confirmation on that, but it should be 9 o'clock. That's the plan. We'll be back with a draft for you guys tonight, and we know you lot love a draft, so that will be a good one. So please make sure you do that. And guys, I'm going to set the redirect as well. Please make sure you go over now to Jamie's channel, guys. Jamie is going to be over there. Let me check if he's already live quickly. Our brother Jamie, please make sure you go over and... Is Jamie live yet? No. Oh, no. 6 o'clock. Jamie will be live at 6 o'clock, people. So, yeah, please make sure that you go over, follow the redirect. Yeah, make sure you go and support our brother Jamie. He'll be touching on a few things, I'm sure, at 6 o'clock. But, yeah, love as always, people. Big up your damn selves each and every time. And I will catch you at 9. So until then, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the flip side, people. Peace.